Alright, hello and welcome to my guide for Bioshock Infinite Clash in the Clouds, the Blue Ribbon Challenges. Now there's a few things to note. Firstly, the resurrection door. If you feel like you're going to die during a wave, you can buy the resurrection door, and if you do die, it won't fail the Blue Ribbon Challenge. But if you have already failed the Blue Ribbon Challenge, you cannot use the door to get a second chance at that. Another thing to note is that this guide is assuming that you have all of the upgrades for the weapons, for the vigors, and all the infusions. It just makes these blue ribbon challenges much easier. And before we get started, as you can see, I have infused all my shield and all my salts, and only 2 away from health. I think you should be able to get away with any combination of this. But yeah, that's just the infusions I did. And here's the gear I have: Rising Bloodlust, Bullet Boon, Headmaster, and Death from Above. These pieces of gear just sort of make things easier for me and also don't interfere with blue ribbon challenges. And we're going to be going to the Ops Zeal. So for example, if you had Burning Halo, it would count as a Devil's Kiss hit, which could fail some challenges. So if you do fail a challenge, just don't worry about it. You can come back to it later. Just go through all of the waves and then you can come back to it. So the first wave is relatively simple. We just have to use Skyline Strikes. Shouldn't be too difficult. Whoops. There we go. So that's the first wave done. Relatively simple. So the second wave is that we can only take shield damage. So you cannot have your shield broken. So you can sort of stay back here and just shoot at these guys. Again, if you have a infused shield, it should make things much easier. And there we go, that's the second wave done. The third wave is that we can only use sky hook attacks and shotgun. So we're just gonna go through with the shotgun and murder everyone. And there we go. It's that wave done. So these first few waves are relatively simple, just using a certain weapon to kill everyone. So this wave we can only use the machine gun or the crank gun if you somehow have it. I don't know how you would get the crank gun this round, but I don't know. I like getting up close to this volley gunner, just so he doesn't accidentally explode someone else. And he's sort of forced to melee me. Because sometimes volley gunners or machine guns, or rocket guys, I mean, they can do damage to other enemies, which cancels the challenge. So that's why I get up close to them, so that they're forced to melee me. So for this we have to use either the pistol or the hand cannon. I obviously love the hand cannon, so just gonna go with that, and we just have to kill this handyman. And there we go. I think you're allowed to use Return the Sender. on this wave. Like, not throw it at him, obviously, but just use it to protect yourself. It's just that when you do have to throw it, just face away and throw it. So for this wave, we cannot pick up any weapons or loot any bodies. For some reason, I always have trouble with this wave. I guess because looting stuff is just such like a primitive instinct at this point. But just do not loot anything and do not pick up any weapons. And you're good to go. So like I said, if you fail a wave, don't worry about it. Just go through all the waves first, and then you can go back to it later. So for this wave, we can only shoot our weapons while they're zoomed in. So only while you're aiming down sights are you able to shoot this. So for this wave, I don't think it would be good to use the crank gun. You can zoom into all those weapons, but I think using the sniper rifle or something like that would be better than trying to aim down sights with like the volley gun. Whoops, missed. Okay, aiming is not my strong suit apparently. There you go. All you have to do is just aim down the sights while you're firing. And, should be good to go. So for this, we can only use tears, possession traps, and return the sender traps. So the way that traps work is that when you hold down the button, there will be a white circle inside the reticle, and once that white circle is completely gone, that's when it is a trap and you can use it. So for this, see the white circle is gone, that means it's a trap and I can throw it at him. So I like to possess him so he can take out the Zealot. Or at least try to. So I'm just gonna do this tear here. Just to shock these guys. And you can also use return the sender traps. So that's one crow down. And then we have to take care of this flak cannon. There we go. So yeah, when you're using traps, just make sure that white circle inside that reticle is completely gone. And then, now it is a trap. Alright, so for this one, we cannot hit anyone in the head or the heart. I personally just use explosive weapons, so I don't have to worry about that. Just take down the wave in any way you want to. And kind of shoot at the handyman's feet, so that way I don't accidentally hit his heart. I don't think you can get a critical hit with a hailfire or the volley gun. So yeah, I just sort of reel in the handyman and any other enemy there, and then just use all the explosives I can at his feet until he dies, and then take care of the rest. So we have to, for this way, we have to kill the siren before she resurrects anyone. So I equip Devil's Kiss and Hailfire, and then I just basically unload. And she should die pretty quickly. And you just have to take care of the other guys. Of course, I always have the RPG out in case I run out of Hailfire and she's still alive. I can switch the RPG and then blast her. And of course use whatever. I usually use Devil's Kiss in addition to that, just to do some damage. So this way we can't use any sky hooks or skylines, which is fine. We just reel these guys in and take care of them. And then... come on. There we go. So you just want to reel those 3 guys in, and then you can take care of them, and then take care of that guy over there. Just do not use these skylines or skyhooks, and you'll be good. So we have to beat this wave in 1:15. So basically just choose whatever weapon you like, and just be quick about it. So I just basically used Bucking Bronco on everyone and shot an RPG at them. Which also counts as a Devil's Kiss hit. So you get that vigor combination. So for this wave we can only use... we can only fire weapons from skyline or skyhook points. So I'm going to kind of go through this as best I can. Basically I just choose hand cannon and RPG. And for the firemen over here, I hit them with hand cannon and then do that. If I can hit him, there we go. And then, yeah, and then the handyman will zap the skylines. You can always go to these sky hooks when he's doing that. Or you can just get down and wait for him. Where's that other fireman? So usually when a fireman is on a skyline, he'll go ahead and suicide attack, like that. You can just drop down. And then all you have to do is just take care of the handyman. That's wave complete. So basically, just use hand cannon and RPG on the first fireman on the right, and then usually the second fireman will suicide attack you, and then you can just focus on the handyman. So for this wave, we have to get headshots, and we're allowed to use shock jockey as well. So you can use shock jockey to make things easier. So we just jump up here, try not to skyhook, attack anyone, and just get headshots. Of course, you're allowed to use shock jockey just in case you wanna make things a little easier. There we go. So I'd personally choose something like the hand cannon or the sniper rifle, just a precision weapon, because a machine gun or a pistol or something may not, you know, the recoil spread may hit their bodies. So this is the last wave, and we have to defeat every enemy with a different vigor. Now, I'm going to be pulling all 3 of them up, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be hitting the Patriot with Shock Jockey, and so that will be considered our first kill is Shock Jockey and Undertow. I'm gonna reel these guys in, do that, and so we just keep doing this, and the Patriot's dead. I drop down here, I'm gonna run away, of course. So all we need to do is just weaken the handyman however you want to. So use explosives, just don't kill the handyman. The most important thing here is just to keep them alive, but weaken them. Because we want to kill them with a vigor. I'm just going to use Devil's Kiss here. So, killed our first handyman. I'm just gonna go ahead and get him to hit this, just so he doesn't accidentally hit it again. Let's see if we'll come over here. Okay, so you can of course open this tear to get more salts. Like I said, just weaken the handyman. I need out of here, please. Thank you. Okay, how much health do you have? Alright, so I'm just gonna finish this handyman off with charge. And there we go. So yeah, just pull up the Patriot using Undertow. Use so basically you just pull up the Patriot with Undertow, use Shock Jockey, and then I just sort of keep using Undertow on the Patriot until he dies, and then you want to weaken the handyman that you're fighting, and then I just use Devil's Kiss on like the final few hits, just so he dies by Devil Kiss. And then for the other handyman, you just want to use, you know, whatever vigor. I mean, you could use Return the Sender or Charge, but just be sure to weaken the handyman but not kill them. So that was the Ops Zeal. I hope that was helpful, and if you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you guys for Duke and Dimwit Theater, which is a little bit tougher. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.